Good evening and welcome to the Big Shave. It's late on actually. It's nearly 9 o'clock at night, UK time, and I'm having a very late Big Shave because I had a day off work today. So did a lot of other people. There's a massive day of action by workers, by public sector workers, which means people who work for the government, like teachers and nurses. It's not about pay. It's not that we're not getting paid enough. It's because the governments are trying to mess around with the pensions. So they're trying to make people pay more pensions, pay more contribution to the pensions, and they're also making people work later. So they're basically saying to people that you can't retire until you're 68, which in my case is about another 13 years. So they're talking about people still being teachers when they're 68. I've got a mixed view about that really. I think maybe people should be encouraged to teach when they're later. But the stresses and strains of things like being a teacher and being a nurse means that it's highly unlikely people would want to be or be able to teach successfully or nurse successfully when maybe they've got health issues, but that's another issue. But there was a big turnout today. There's a big strike across the country, and also there was a march in Liverpool. Probably about 20,000 people marched. We ended up on the steps of St George's Hall, which is a massive neoclassical building in the centre of Liverpool. It was good turnout. It was a friendly atmosphere, very carnival atmosphere. And it's just a good show of solidarity really, and I think this is what's going to happen more and more in Britain. People are a bit pissed off with the government. People are a bit pissed off, especially the small person, a bit pissed off with like what's being offered, what they're being expected to do to cover up a lot of the mistakes made by bankers and big businessmen. And the only issue is really that there's not really a great alternative. There's Conservatives and the Liberals are running a coalition government, and the Labour Party, who've been in power for 13 years, are the opposition. And I've been in the Labour Party for quite a while, off and on, and they're not affecting a very good opposition, I don't think, at the moment. We've got a leader called Ed Miliband, and me and a lot of people I know who are working class and relatively poor are not really happy with the Labour Party. They're not really happy with the sort of people who run the Labour Party, the social background of them. They don't really represent poor people anymore, or working people. A lot of them are professional politicians. They don't seem to have had other jobs. They just seem to have gone straight into politics from university. When I was young, politicians used to be people who'd had a life before politics and gone into politics because of a social conscience. And nowadays people decide probably when they're at university that they'd like to be a politician, and consequently read politics, philosophy and economics, which qualifies them to be politicians apparently. So must be shaving, aren't I? So there you go. We're still using the real shaving company shaving cream, which is really, really good. Can't fault it at all. Still using the Edmund Jagger with Persona Blade, which is, I think it's, if you're counting, it's probably on the third or fourth go. No issues at all. There's no drag on it. So I'm not going to throw it away yet until I feel that it needs to be thrown away. These Persona Blades, I'm very, very impressed with them. I might stock up on them a little bit. I've got about 20 or 30 ones. I say stock up. Probably buy a few more. Okay, so that's the second pass. So it was really quite touching really, walking in a crowd of people down the street, all protesting. It's something I've not done a great deal of in my past. Been on a few marches, but not many. I don't consider myself a political animal in a sort of party politics. I consider myself more a sort of someone who's just wants the small guy to do well, really, and for everyone to do well. Okay, so that was Britain today. Ground to a halt. Although, if you just watch the television news and you'd listen to David Cameron, the Prime Minister, nothing happened. It was all hidden. It was in fact, he described it all as a damp squib. The day before yesterday, he was bemoaning the fact that the country was going to lose half £500 million in revenue, and today he's saying it's a damp squib. So God should really make his mind up, shouldn't he? Really. So what else? People interested in having a meet-up, so I'm going to try and organise something in the new year. No, I'm not going to shave my goatee off just yet. I'd like to do it at some point. I said I'd do it for charity. If people want to pledge some money, I might do it. Seems to be a good reason to do it, doesn't it? I think it gives my face some character. I look a bit blank without it. But I'm very conscious of my lips when I've got a beard for some reason. Don't know why. What else? Yes, we should all kill a banker. But you didn't hear me say that. And so what else? Oh, Arco, yeah, the old Arco. I think I may have solved my Arco problem, my Arco cream problem. If you remember yesterday, I was having to split the old tubes of Arco. This one's got a little weeny bit left. I'm going to save that. But I think I found something that's might be as good as Arco. I also read the instructions or the ingredients. That's Arco. And it's got some sort of coconut oil in it, you see. This is why it's so creamy and rich and not watery. So what I'm using in the meantime is I'm going to use this as L'Occitane or L'Occitane or whatever you call it. It's hand cream and it's got shea butter in it. It's for dry skin. So I'm going to try a little bit of this instead. So let's have a little bit of Arco cologne first. Put some of that on. Rub it in. Oh, it's going to be funny going to bed with a clean face. But the shave tomorrow morning is going to be really easy, isn't it? Once that's dried off, we'll put a little bit of this on. It's really, really thick. You can see it. It is very buttery consistency. So I'm going to try a little bit of this on the face. And it feels a little bit like Arco. Rich, creamy. I went into the shop today to find out when they're going to get the next lot of Arco in, and they don't know. So they're wondering what I do with it all. I think they think I must eat it or sell it on eBay. So that's the cream. Let's rub it in. So that feels good actually. I might start using that until I get my Arco replacement. You see the thicker cream leaves your sort of skin quite shiny and moist, but not wet moist. I think this is the difference between these butter or oily based ones compared to these ones. This is the post. This is the stuff we've been using, which is really, if you look at it, it's quite soft and watery. You see that compared to. I don't like it. I've got some more stuff as well. This is showed you this the other day. This is the post shave soothing balm, the Real Shave. And again, this was cheap from one shop. You look at that; it's exactly the same. It's wet. Can you see it? It's okay, but it's not. You don't have to work it in as much either. You see, I do think a lot of it is down to the massage element of it. But there you go, a late nighttime shave. How unusual is that? And it's going to be funny going to bed with a nice clean face, nice fresh face. But I am going to get a shave in the morning. This is not like instead though. This is just. And there you go. So Britain's grounds are halt by the public employees. I got a late shave because of that, and hope you're all enjoying yourselves. And don't forget to keep watching the Big Shave. Don't forget to keep asking questions. If you've got any questions about stuff or the way to do things, I'll try my best to answer. I might know the answer, but I might be able to guess. Mightn't I? Okay, so it's a goodbye from me, Steve Farragher, the Big Shave, in a strike halted Liverpool, and a goodbye